Right here in front of me I have the HMS Unicorn, a great ship, an icon of Dundee and a national treasure, listed in the National Maritime Museum as one of the oldest floating ships in Britain. Let me give you a wee bit of history, a brief history of the frigate Unicorn, of the successful Leader class, and also listed as part of the historic National Fleet. The oldest floating warship in Scotland, one of 6 such ships in the world today, a necessity for future generations to enjoy such an amazing artefact as is the HMS Unicorn. Her history begins with the Royal Navy, well, asking for her to be, after the commencing her role after the end of the Napoleonic Wars. She was ordered from the Royal Naval Dockyards in Chatham, Kent on the 23rd of July 1817. She was laid down in Chatham docks in February 1822 and launched on the 30th of March 1824. Although she was in service from 1824, she never saw active service in all of her years afloat. And incidentally, she was fitted with rigging, but was never actually masted. A superstructure was built over her deck, her main deck, and she was laid up in ordinary service as a bulk and depot ship in Dundee, where she was towed in 1824, and she stayed as that for the next 140 years. 140 years. But her lack of active duty left her timbers well preserved, and in the 1960s she was turned into a museum ship. Such a beautiful ship hidden away by disgusting people in the Dundee Council who wanted to sink this ship because it was too costly to repair. How very dare they! It is not up to them to dismiss such an important part of history of the British Isles. From the mighty River Tay, we as a race, the Scots, have always been purged by the greedy lofted figures in our history, and it is up to us ordinary canny Scots to point out the inactions of what should be, and that is the pride in our ships, the HMS Unicorn. It is dear to the Dundonians' heart, and I ask you to save our ship. She is an amazing ship, and it's sad to see her in this state. I mean, she's history is that she's 1,077 tons, which is quite a good ship. So it would be fast in the water, especially if it was masted. As you can see, the superstructure is still there, but she's been left to go rotting away. They're hoping that somebody comes along and just, destroys her. It's no fair. She's a modified Leader class, which means that she's actually better than the Leader class, because other sort of wee bitties that needed to be fixed were fixed by this type of boat. I mean, you can see she's still an amazing looking boat, even although she's been left to go. Look at the damage on her hull. That's no right. I mean, this is part of her history, man. And it needs better treatment than that. And before these council, what I'm scared though is that it'll get left and something nasty will happen to her, as always does in Dundee, and especially in Dundee. So come on, chaps, get the word round. Historical boat, nearly 200 years old. Nearly 200 years old. Now that's got to be spectacular. So I urge you, get in touch with the Maritime Museum, the National Maritime Museum of Britain, and let them know. I've brought it to your attention. Get something done about it before this beautiful girl goes to a watery grave, which she doesn't deserve. No, for I mean, somebody could take that over and rebuild her. Well, repair her. She's an amazing ship, and like I say, she was never used. She's been here for 140 years, just being used as a ship and depot. I would say that she's been discarded. I mean, I feel really sad when you see things like this. And it's got that age, 200 years old, like I say, and nothing happens. Oh, there's the council, look. Look. Now that they've seen that I've got their measure, hurrying away, and disgusting people. It's like, get to it, lads. Let's have something saved. And the bow of the HMS Unicorn, such an amazing thing. Look at it. It's ridiculous, man. We'll just take a closer look, just to see what's going on here. Alright, I'll see if I can just move. See the damage, wow. This shouldn't be allowed. The people responsible for this should be taken to court. The local pigeon. There's a house here. Look at this. So supported by the Heritage Lottery. What's happening to Unicorn? Oh dear. This is ridiculous. I mean, no, it should be acted on now. No waiting for anything. I mean, alright. Let's see the rear of the HMS Unicorn. It's obviously toilets. These things. I mean, our structure's been allowed to go like this. This should have been getting checked every year, man. What a fantastic boat. You know? An amazing boat. Being left to go to rack and ruin. The mighty Unicorn. The mighty Unicorn. What an amazing boat. Let's hope some of you people get in touch with the Maritime Museum and tell them Hey, save the ship. Save our ship, SOS.